You're watching the TC MMA podcast.
Now, as we jump into the main event, welterweight division, you got Gustafsson from Sweden coming in at 10-2, taking on Pat Pytlik, who comes in at 9-1, fighting out of Canada. And the only reason I know who Pytlik is because the UFC just posted Dana White's looking for a fight, and they went and saw Pat Pytlik, and it went well for him. So this is going to be an interesting fight. This matchup is on purpose, and it's going to be highly intriguing in a great division that can always use more beef and new fighters coming in. So let's get into it right now. In the welterweight division, your main event at Dana White's Contender Series, you got Andreas Gustafsson taking on Pat Pytlik. Gustafsson 10-2, Pytlik 9-1. This is Sweden versus Canada. Both guys stand 6'1". Gustafsson 33, Pytlik 35. Now, beginning with Gustafsson, in his 10 wins, he's got 7 KOs and 2 submissions. Look out. He's never been finished. Lost 2 fights by decision to Joelton Luderbach, whom we've heard of, and Damian Janikowski. He's won his last 2, both at FCR, 16 and 18 by TKO. So he's got some momentum coming in. Now, Pytlik, in 9 wins, 9 KOs. My goodness. 1 loss by submission. Shouldn't be a problem in this one, though. Now, in his last 2 fights, he's won them both against Ryan Leiniger by KO and a TKO against Michael Hill, both at Unified MMA. He did lose to Jake Lindsay. That was back in 2019, though, by guillotine. So he's a little less active than his opponent, who actually fought 4 times and went 3-1 in 2023. So I like the fact that, you know, Pytlik is getting 9 KOs in 9 fights. And that's great to know, but I'm concerned with the fact that he hasn't fought much lately. I mean, Gustafsson has had 4 fights since the last time this guy fought. That's the bottom line. So, a little bit nervous about this pick, but Gustafsson is just too active compared to Pytlik for me not to go with him. I like Gustafsson to win this fight. It'll be interesting to see if he can get a submission. I mean, he's got 2 submissions so far, and that's how Pytlik has lost before. I don't see him landing the KO. Although, when you look at this guy, you're like, you can tell that he can KO people. I think the submission is going to be more advantageous. He's not going to want to stand and strike with Pytlik. He's got to take the fight to the ground. I think he knows that and will do that and get the victory by submission, in my opinion, to move to 11-2, welterweight division, UFC, or Dana White's Contender Series. Yeah, and listen, let's be real. Pat Pytlik is for real. I mean, this guy is for real. He finishes everybody that he beats. Only has lost once. Gustafsson, if my pick is going to be correct, must stick to the game plan. He cannot get in a striking battle with Pytlik. He's got to shoot in for takedowns and get this fight to the ground as early and as often as possible. If he does that, he can pull it out.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.